this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a marvelous day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, y'all, black businesses are speaking out, and they're saying that they don't care that the Trump administration has ended DEI because they didn't benefit from it in the first place. Now, that's what black people have been saying, that white women were the major benefactors of DEI initiatives. And then it was white men, was it? And then Asians and Hispanics and LGBTQ and the disabled. And black people were at the very end, the last of all to benefit from DEI initiatives. So that is why I don't understand why these Democrats keep coming to black people talking about DEI, 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 they ended DEI. And they want black people to get out there protesting. But I don't see black people being upset about it, and there's no reason for black people to be out in the streets in this cold and in this rain demonstrating against something that didn't benefit you in the first place. So I'm glad black businesses are speaking out. They're saying they didn't benefit from it and they don't care that Trump ended it. DEI isn't for us. Some black owned businesses say diversity policies don't work. And this is from Reuters. Some black owned businesses are blowing the whistle on diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI policies, telling Reuters that the initiatives have not been effective in helping out black people and other minority business owners. So these businessmen are saying black people and other minority business owners. I find it very telling that black people are always willing to include other people when they're talking about discrimination or things that are unfair, but nobody is willing to include us. I guess it's just our nature. Black business owners are now saying that they have not benefited much from diversity efforts intended to help them and are largely unfazed by the Trump administration rolling back DEI programs nationwide. The report comes amid President Donald Trump's ongoing efforts to crack down on DEI initiatives in the United States, including in universities and across the federal government. So the black businessmen are saying they are not even fazed by the fact that they ended the DEI programs because it didn't help them anyway. DEI isn't for us. One black business owner, Casey Cooper, told Reuters, "It looks good on paper, but that money doesn't go to us anyway." President of the National Association of Minority Contractors, Wendell Stimley, told Reuters that there was a false narrative surrounding the effectiveness of DEI efforts aimed at helping minority contractors. People want you to believe that, oh, the government got this big minority business program to give blacks these multitude of contracts, Stimley told the outlet. That's just not the way it works. I'm so glad they're speaking out. I'm so glad they're making it clear that this is a program that sounds good on paper for black people, but when it comes to putting it into practice, the same old players get the benefits. On the first day of his second term, Trump signed an executive order to dismantle wasteful and radical DEI programs throughout the federal government, saying that the Biden Harris administration forced illegal and immoral discrimination programs into virtually all aspects of the United States government. The president signed a separate executive order on January 22nd that terminated radical DEI pre-referencing in federal contracting and directed federal agencies to relentlessly combat private sector discrimination. So, see, everybody knows that those federal contracts are going to big white companies. Marion Barry, when he was mayor of Washington, D.C., was criticized and demonized for insisting that black contractors got some of those contracts coming out of the city of Washington, D.C. But those big time contractors where those companies are making millions and maybe billions of dollars, white firms construction firms and other white businesses are getting those contracts and getting that money. And I think that once again, Donald Trump is exposing something very serious because there is no shame in these people's game. They have no problem creating a program that they say is going to benefit black people. So black people get the brunt of the criticism and the demeaning of the program, and then white people get the money. They benefit from it, even though it was constructed in the name of helping black people. It's very insidious. I believe that Donald Trump really believed that black people were benefiting from those federal contracts. And I believe that's why he made this big effort to end DEI initiatives. I think he thought that black people were benefiting from it more than they actually are. But it's just like with the college admissions. They don't want black people to have any slots. They don't want black people to get any of the contracts. They don't want black people to benefit from any program, whether it's in college admissions, whether it's in government contracts, whether it's the general manager of the Waffle House. They don't want black people to benefit from anything. So he stopped the DEI program, probably thinking that it was going to hurt black people a lot more than it really does. So all of these executive orders that he's passing, let's remember that an executive order is not binding legislation. So it's only going to work as long as he's in office. But he is hurting so many white people. Even with the SNAP program, with the food stamps, or whatever they're calling it these days, cutting out the food stamps. I just saw a program, another content creator showed all of these white people crying because they had been cut off food stamps, because their jobs have been shut down, because, they didn't think that anything he did was going to affect them. So all of this whining and crying and slobbering all over social media about what he's doing is mostly non-black people. So I believe that the people that he thought he was affecting, him and his team, it really didn't affect the people that he thought he was targeting as much as it's targeting the people that actually voted for him. So, that's the luck of the draw. But anyway, y'all, I'm happy that the black businessmen have come out and said we really don't care because it wasn't helping that much in the first place. Let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up and have a good evening.